to our FOA on gaming.
The playing of video games has always been thought of as a male-dominated culture. So many of the games are made with that in mind, targeting teen boys as their intended audience. An example of this is League of Legends. But with the expansion of technology, more and more games are being developed for females. An example of this is Cooking Mama. Females are now starting to get involved in video games, so companies a decade ago started making games that would attract a female fan base. With this in mind, Zach and I will help you explore the world of gender, of stereotypes, and how this was affected in video games. They do this through bright fluorescent colors like pink, purple, light blue, and other light shaded colors. Another way they do this is by the overseer character as a woman wearing an apron with a headband. This shows young females what their primary duties are as an adult. For example, cooking food for the family. The way this game is played is by cooking under the direction of the overseer. After you have finished preparing the meal, the overseer then judges you on the quality of the food you prepared. If you fail the task, you get a fail, and the overseer's eyes get fiery and she gets extremely upset.
Fail.
The consumers of this video game are the parents, because they buy the video game for their daughters, so it gives their daughters something to connect to. Most video games in today's age is created for a male audience, thus excluding any female presence in the game. Cooking Mama is different because it provides a less violent game, which most females consumers enjoy. This was created for females because it provides a less action-packed fighting gameplay that most boys enjoy these days. The reason why this video game attracts a female fan base is because most females can connect with the activity of cooking due to the stereotype that females are the cooks in the family. This is ironic because if you look at this through a professional point of view, most professional chefs are men, not women in this day and age.
Now on to League of Legends. League of Legends, also known as League, is created for a mostly male audience, particularly teens. It features dark, moody colors with lighter tones mixed in. The cover image displays scantily dressed females with lots of skin exposed in very seductive positions. It also displays very masculine men with ripped bodies and full body armor carrying unwieldy weapons. Now on to the meaning of the name. League, as defined by Merriam-Webster Dictionary, means an informal alliance, and legend is defined as an extremely famous or notorious person, especially in a particular field. Bringing that together, it means an allegiance of warriors, which in essence is what the game is. Now moving on to characters. This character is Ashe. Like most female characters, she has her butt and chest pushed out while wearing minimal clothing. The sexuality of this character can also be heard in the way she speaks. This is an example of one of her lines.
How do you like the curves?
This is a prime example of why this game appeals to men. It reinforces sexual stereotypes that have been drilled into our culture. She as well can be seen wearing very little clothing and in a seductive position. Her audio follows the same patterns.
Fishbones, you know what we ought to do?
Do the laundry, wash dishes, and pay some bills.
Stupid dumb rocket launcher. Wait, I'm thinking.
These reinforce the gender stereotypes that
do this.
a woman's
Ask me if I'm
primary duty is at
listening.
home, that
Hint,
women don't know
I'm
how to
not-
think, and that women don't know how to listen. Moving on to the males in the video game. Garen follows the pattern of most male characters. He is carrying an oversized weapon and is heavily armored from head to toe.
His voice carries a strong masculine vibe.
I will lead the charge. I've got a lot of weight on my shoulders. Hey, look! I'm holding the world up! Huh. I could do this for hours. Really?
His voice further conveys the idea of male dominance. Many of his vocals include male-dominant words, including "follow me" and "I will lead the way." These words show how Garen falls into the standard stereotype. My final example is Tryndamere. By now you should be able to recognize the stereotype. He's carrying an oversized weapon, is very muscled, and is very masculine, following the male stereotype. The only male stereotype that he does not follow is being covered in heavy armor, though he seems to make up with it in muscle.
Follow my blade.
Tryndamere uses the word follow, which is a male-dominant word, so in turn, he too falls into the standard male stereotype. In conclusion, through our research we found that video games are no longer being completely centered around the male audience, but instead are starting to reach out to a female audience as well. Though many games include gender stereotyping at the moment, there's a hope that in the future, video games might include more than conforming to gender binaries and violence.